Robin.
24 years ago today, U2's Joshua Tree was released. That's why a little U2 for everybody. You want to feel old, though. Forget about that Joshua Tree.
Yeah.
Emmanuel Lewis is 40 years old today.
Wow.
Yeah.
40?
40.
Fuck.
I'd still fuck him.
What does he look like these days? And what's he doing?
Still looks like a little kid.
Does he look like a kid still?
He looks like a fat little kid now.
That's gotta suck, man.
He looks maybe like he's 16 years old.
That really has to blow.
I hold in my hand. I know we're going to do the Jimmy tape.
Yes.
But this is too good not to do.
Whatever you got to do first, I'm all for it.
I hold in my hand a mystery band.
A mystery band.
A mystery band.
Right.
I got samples of the mystery band.
It's interesting.
And I want you to try to figure out who this is.
Who it is.
Yes. Mystery band on the Opie and Anthony show.
Okay.
Here's a...
Okay. Mystery band. Okay.
Here's a sample of their first song.
Whoa, there's nowhere to run, no one to save me. The damage is done. Shock to the heart, and you're to blame. You give love a bad name. I play my part, and you play your game. You give love a bad name. Well, you give
Is this Chris Jericho?
Sounds like Vince Neil.
a bad name.
Not bad, by the way. That's not bad, right?
Nah, it's okay. A little affected on the voice, but whatever it is.
Mystery band.
Sounds like Vince Neil.
Yeah, but I don't think Vince Neil would do that.
A cover?
You both would know when I say the name.
Can we hear it again?
Well, we'll go with another.
No. It's not
another
Forgy.
sample.
Is it Troy Kwan?
It's not Troy Kwan.
Oh, okay.
It's not Forgy.
Try this one.
Forgy?
Well, I got the power, and I got the will. I'm not a charity case. I take the song nice, impossible life. Keeping my eye to the keyhole. If it takes all night, keep just where I am. But I'm gonna be a bottle man.
It's bothering you, right? Because you sort of.
Okay, there's something about that fucking voice is familiar.
Another guess by anyone?
Singing Styx and fucking
And Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi.
Is it Jared Breck?
Holy shit! No,
Jared Breck.
this might help.
I love your names.
This might help.
Okay.
A slow one.
When the lights go down in the city.
Is that Steve Perry?
And the sun shines
his songs, but
on the bed. Oh, I wanna be there, yeah, in my city. Oh,
It's a woman.
I would answer that with sort of.
Oh, okay. That's a good.
So right now
clue.
it's getting really mad, but I'll answer that with sort of.
That's a clue, right? So we're looking at somebody that may be a little.
Anyone?
Is this anybody?
Fezzy.
Someone you know. Both of you guys know. And sort of a woman.
Have they ever been in this building?
Yes. One more.
We know them on a personal level or just strictly professional? Like,
Ooh.
like is it somebody? I don't mean personal level, like we hang out, but
I would say.
like, do I know this person like I know fucking Tom Cruise? You know, like
Well, you
I
don't-
just know of them.
Do you know anyone on a personal level, Anthony?
Not really.
Okay.
I try to avoid that at all.
Not even
costs.
Anthony.
I know. Thank God.
I would answer that with a combination of both.
Oh, okay.
I'll give you your last sample.
They don't work here.
We're playing Mystery Band.
They don't work here, right?
They work here.
Oh, boy. It's not...
one more sample?
Not Travis.
It's not Jeremy, is it?
No, Jesus.
Come on, it's a joke.
One more sample.
Okay.
Playing Mystery Band.
We didn't have no internet, but man, I never will forget. Way the moonlight shine upon her hair. And we were trying different things. We were smoking funny things. Making love out by the lake to our favorite song. Sipping whiskey out the bottle. Not thinking about tomorrow. Singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long.
What do you
bad.
think? What do you think of the performance, Ant? You know something about bands. It's not bad, right?
Well, there's a lot of covers going on there, and
You're right around it, man. You've asked the right question.
yeah. I'm just.
You're right
Is it
around
Derek?
it. No, it's not Derek.
Sort of a woman.
Well, that's.
Is it one of our upper echelon supervisors?
Oh no! Hell no!
Oh.
That would be funny.
Yeah, I can't picture Rob Cross belting those songs out. Fucking-
How about? God, I didn't think we were going to go this deep into it. Another sample.
Yeah, please.
Me and some guys from school had a band. We tried real hard. Jimmy quit. Julie got married. Should've known you never get far. But when I look back now,
Is someone in our circle? Someone that works here in our circle?
Man.
Wait.
How would you answer that?
Is it Roland?
Oh, I don't know who it is.
Iraq's saying I would say yes. I would say it's not Lil Nicky. I would say this will give it away, but fuck it.
No.
Who cares in the end? I would say was.
Oh, okay.
Is this Steve?
No, it's not Steve.
That's
Jesus.
Steve. Yes.
The answer would have to be was on that.
Was. Okay. Was it an intern?
No.
And they still work here?
I'm running out of songs.
Do they still work here?
Yes.
Okay. Was.
We treated this person like an intern.
It's not Stinky.
No.
Still works
Treat the
here.
person like an intern.
Treated the person like an intern.
Butcher?
Was part of the circle.
Oh, yeah, Butcher.
No. Was part of the circle.
Was part of the circle, but was ostracized for being queer.
Meaning no heaven for you.
No heaven for you, and a big boo from the guy on the cross. Wait a minute. No, don't give it away.
Is it David? My David.
My David might imagine if it was David.
David.
I have found all that shimmers in this world is
Pat Duffy?
sure to fade
I can't believe you're not going to get this.
away again.
Works here. Was part of the inner circle. Works here.
Strawberries blind.
I don't even know anyone that works here that was part of the inner circle.
I can't name everyone on our staff. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Voice isn't bad. It really isn't bad.
Wait a minute. Don't give it.
In all fairness to the people going to go, who gives a fuck? I didn't expect it to go this long. This was a throwaway. We're six
Is
songs
it
into the
Don
sample.
Wiki Wickland?
Don Wiki Wickland.
That's Don Wiki Wickland?
That's Don Wiki Wickland.
Wow.
And his band.
Don Wiki Wickland.
That's Don Wiki
Wow.
Wickland.
Wow.
Who,
He's belting it out.
You know what? This sounds good.
Who was a big part of our channel for a while, and then
All right.
he moved on when the merger happened,
Is
unfortunately.
he back in D.C.?
And I say unfortunately. Yes, I did say that, Don.
Where,
That's Don Wiki Wickland's
look
band.
at Don Wiki Wickland.
He
Rocking
fucking
it.
could sing.
He's
Yeah,
rocking
and
it.
that's him on the vocals.
He's got a high voice range.
Yeah.
Is there a little more? Any more samples? That was actually good.
We pretty much ran out. I
What the
want
Bryan Adams one? I want to hear that.
I want to
again.
love somebody like you, Keith Urban. I don't really know that song. That's
No.
the only one we got left. If you want to hear that,
I like the Bryan Adams. That was
I guess
great.
for the country people
All
out
right.
there, we could do this.
I'm letting go of all my lonely yesterdays. I forgive myself for
Got a
all the
twang.
mistakes I
He put a
made.
twang into his
Now
voice.
there's just one thing, the only thing I want to do. I want to love somebody, love somebody.
no Dara.
It's good.
I feel bad I never saw him because he always would talk about his band. That he would do this on the weekends, and we've got the invites over the years. But I'm like,
Dude, I never knew that.
I would check that out. That's not bad.
Fuck yeah.
It's not bad at all. He's playing a lot of gigs.
Oh my God.
Wow,
He's gigging.
and he's got the pigs coming out to see him. Huh?
Oh,
Nah,
no. Is he
always-
really playing Faggers Island? Don.
Not bad, right, Ant?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he's...
I'll give it to him.
yeah, we found that overnight, so I figured we'd.
Wow, that's
him and Ant should do a little karaoke together.
you know. No. That would entail him coming over my house.
Huh?
That would entail him coming over my house.
You don't want him
Nice
over
guy.
there?
No, I'm kidding, of course. I always liked the Donnie Wickland.
He loves you, bro.
Don.
He loves you.
I know.
He loves all of us.
He's-
We just treated him shitty.
I didn't.
I don't think Jimmy treated him shitty.
No, we get along great.
I treat him shitty.
I know him. His wife is very nice. They're nice people.
Some of that stunt brain up there is an option.
Stunned brain.
Stunt brain.
You missed the stunt brain?
Who wouldn't?
I do like him.
The stunt brain.
He'll IM me sometimes. I have to pretend I'm not there.
See, I'm getting killed. That wasn't supposed to be a long bit that I was milking. I thought these guys would get it right away.
no.
That's a big one, though. That was a good one, because fucking Wiki we know well.
Wiki was
Yeah,
a big
yeah.
part of what we're doing on satellite.
Absolutely.
So you haven't heard about him in a while, and we do have newer listeners, but a big part of the crowd knows who Don Wickland is. So, yeah, he does that on the side. Pretty good.
That's something.
You want to play Jimmy's tape?
Yes.
Wait till next break, 'cause
please.
there's other things.
No, I want to hear this.
Oh, there's other things? Like what,
No,
Jimmy?
no. I bet it's good.
Jimmy says there's other
Come on.
things.
Camden? Anthony wanted to discuss.
Oh,
Camden.
Camden.
You know, we can discuss,
Camden.
you know.
We should give the Camden update, Ant.
Give a shout out to the people in Camden.
Like that
Jimmy's
photo.
not getting away today. Look what
I
time
know.
it is.
I know.
He's got to
Please.
stall till 10. That ain't
Please.
happening.
Like the photo.
It ain't
of-
happening.
Like
way.
that photo of fucking Camden crime, and they just throw these three white kids. It's like, what the fuck are you pussies doing in the
God,
media?
yes.
What are you
Is that
doing?
what they did?
They showed three white kids. It's like but they weren't even like tough like biker guys. They were like these fucking like these skater kids.
And that's
The media stinks.
And that's a safe one to do. Everyone knows most of the crime in Camden is not
They're
done by
black.
white guys.
It's not white guys. Just stop
If you
it.
want to do it in, I don't know, somewhere else, but that's a
Yeah.
safe one. No one's going to call you out on that.
It's so fucking ridiculous. Yeah. Oh, Camden crime. And they showed a bunch of white guys hanging out. The crime, the majority of the crime done in Camden is black.
Oh.
Black on black.
By the way, because we're going to definitely get into this, we should promote Don Wickland's band. Where could they go to see more of that? It's not.
They're actually going to be at Cobb's in San Francisco
Holy
this Thursday
shit,
through
really?
Saturday. Yes.
Damn, that's a great gig for them.
It sure is. Not for me, apparently, but for them.
Is there a website or something at least?
Yeah, you can look at all the awesome pictures and tour dates at broadcastrocks.com.
That's the name of their band?
That's the name of their website. I think the name of their band is Broadcast
Broadcast is the name of their
Oh,
band.
I get
because
it.
he's in radio.
So it's
Right.
broadcastrocks.com. Okay, because you know
And
there are people that will check them out.
they
if
got a
they're
bunch of tour
local.
dates coming up.
Okay, sorry. Back to Camden. Yes. So they got rid of what, half the police force? Ant?
Yeah, that's good. Just when they were trying
months
to
ago.
clean it up, and there was this whole push to really kind of clean up Camden. Then they decided, you know what? Let's take away half the police force
Was it half?
and
Yep.
see if they could do that. Yeah.
They laid off 160 police officers.
Yeah, let's take half the cops in Camden and just get rid of them. And crime shouldn't go up. And it might have gone up, but it's really inconsequential,
It's
right?
a city of 80,000 residents.
Yeah.
Aggravated assaults with firearms since they took the police officers away
Yeah, what was that?
2 months ago. That
Up like, I would say, 2%.
assaults with firearms aggravated
Yeah.
259%.
Oh.
Fuck it.
259%.
It's the most. Oh.
200.
That's great.
What does that mean? If there were 100, that now means it was. How do you
Now
do
it's
that?
259.
259, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's a horrible city, and it's like you gotta. It's almost like the library is closed. Not that it was being used. That all libraries are eventually going to go, I think. But
Yeah.
just the cops and the firemen. It's like, of all the people you have to fuck, who cares if there's a budget debt? What does that mean? How about this, Christy? How about you fucking stop allowing the Turnpike and Parkway to fuck people, and you do something with that money that's good?
Yeah. You got to provide the basic needs for the people.
Yeah.
And the basic needs, hopefully the teachers are all right and the school systems are all right.
Camden?
Well, no, I know.
Teachers, they're called correctional officers in Camden.
And I'm not even going to argue with you, But, I mean, I'm talking in general for all the cities and stuff. And then you can't take away firehouses and you can't take police off the street. That's basic needs. Find it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Find it the fuck somewhere else.
It really isn't going to help the economy.
If you're paying
of
taxes,
Camden.
that you should be able to get basic needs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck about Camden, but this is happening everywhere.
I don't have to go there. I don't care.
But it's just a state of priorities in the way we think.
Which is happening in every city.
Is that
every
Camden?
fucking town.
I swear to you, that looks like Iraq.
Yep.
That looks like one of those streets in Iraq.
With the bad sweaters that they get to wear?
Yeah. And the fucking, like, snipers.
Always makes me laugh.
RPGs they're walking
You
around
think the
with.
residents of Camden have Steeler Super Bowl championship
Yes.
shirts?
Yes. It's a third world country.
When I was watching that whole Egypt thing and now Libya, I get distracted by all the bad sweaters you see.
They love bad sweaters.
Where are they getting their bad sweaters from?
Van Heusen.
You really thought that was Iraq, huh?
Yeah, it looked like Iraq.
It doesn't look like America.
No.
It looks worse than Baltimore.
Yep.
Or the projects of Baltimore.
Camden's
Where the
just
wire was
fucking-
filmed.
Yes.
Looks
It's
worse.
just
Wow,
a
look
wreck.
at how bad that is. And I know it's radio and you can't see, but if we had a visual element, then we would show you.
It's horrible.
Deteriorating streets of Camden. They're showing just rows of
Who's that guy?
apartments and
Hiding.
just horrid fucking places. That's one of the cops that got to keep his job.
Is that the
Poor
lone
fuck.
Is that the lone cop?
Poor bastards. Look at these. You know how overworked these guys must be?
You got to be crazy to be remaining cop in that area.
That looks great.
didn't do nothing.
I didn't do nothing.
They've just given up on that city.
I just was participating in some Gives Me Dat. I love the Gives Me Dat.
Where did you find that?
I saw a website.
Is there a website?
There's a website.
Gives Me Dat?
And it says, yeah. He's like, oh boy, another case of Gives Me Dat. Gives Me Dat. And then there's Medickin. When someone's trying to get into some Medickin, that's rape.
This can't be a news article.
Is that the headline? Medickin?
Hordes of Gives Me Dat. And then a word. Line up for housing vouchers. Riot police called. Gives Me Dat. When I first read Gives Me Dat, and it was used as one word, like, this is purely a case of Gives Me Dat.
This is what it says. It says hordes of Gives Me Dat niggers line up for housing vouchers, riot police called. I love the fact that they made the entire headline legit, except for throwing that in.
I know.
Well,
But you know how fast that ruins your credibility
It really
in the media?
does.
did you read the site, though? Irate Irishman.
It's the irate Irishman.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
But even that looks like it could be a legitimate publication because of the way the font is.
Yeah, it looked very
Hey.
professional.
We're being called dumbasses, and I think it is 359 crimes from 100.
Yeah.
259% would make it 359.
You got to double it.
Yeah.
And then
You have
add,
to double.
Yeah.
And then the other thing.
Yeah, and then the other thing.
So it's 359. All right, I'm sorry.
30,000 Gives Me Dat niggers showed up to receive Section 8 housing applications in East Point Wednesday, suffering through hours in the hot sun, angry flare-ups, and oh God, no, come on.
All right, yeah.
Was this guy just a racist with a
Yeah,
site?
this guy's a
of course.
racist, and
Obviously,
he's-
obviously he's a racist.
You
but
thought it was a real news story?
No.
You
I
thought
knew
you were reading Huffington Post or something?
Oh my
didn't-
God.
I didn't know if it was just one guy posting something or if it was part of a bigger.
No, this is a racist site, and that's why the racist language in the articles.
Yeah, but
That's the website.
Violent crime in Camden up. Overall is up 19%.
Yeah.
Murders and robberies, however, were down for the period.
There's not many people left to kill.
Yeah, they're not getting reported.
And half the cops are gone, so they were the ones usually being assaulted. Jiminy Cricket.
Camden Police Chief Scott Thompson has cut his salary by $15,000 and demoted many of his remaining senior police officers to patrol positions after the massive layoffs, according to the New York Times. So the remaining police force of 200 officers is middle-aged.
200 officers for 80,000 residents.
Wow.
Amazing.
And they all can't work at the same time, obviously.
No. It's just, isn't Camden the place they were making the T-shirts and wearing them?
What were the shirts said? It's our town now or
It's
something?
our town. It's a Gibbs mid.
What does it say?
Gibbs.
Our turn now. Thank you, Bill in Jersey.
Wow.
Oh, God.
That's really fucking horrendous.
Yeah, yeah.
Camden's just a nightmare.
Yeah, I don't really care about Camden.
I don't have to go there. I never
I feel
will.
bad for anybody that has to live there. That stinks.
Yeah,
Move,
but-
fucking move.
But they're doing it in New York City and cities across America. If you're paying, a ridiculous amount of taxes, you deserve the basic needs, basic shit.
I bet the taxes aren't all that high in Camden.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good point.
I bet they're pretty low.
Yeah, but it's a whole Jersey thing.
Jersey.
So they're like, all right, which city can we sacrifice because we're not spending the money properly?
Yeah, there's a whole cultural thing going on. That what do we got there? Oh boy!
What happened?
Wow.
Oh, we did this already.
Yeah, the racial makeup of Camden is.
Wow, there's a lot of white people.
There's no, what?
No, it's not.
There's 4,000 white people in Camden.
Out of 80,000?
All huddled in one room, terrified.
And between blacks and Hispanics, there are 70,000 people. And 4,000. That's like the Alamo. Wow.
If you're white, what are you doing? You're sticking around for what?
I don't know.
Because grandma still lives there?
Yeah.
Get out.
Gotta leave. Yeah, that must just.
Why would you stay there?
It's got to be like I Am Legend when you go home at night. Just pour bleach on the stairs and lock your doors, man. Wow. Yeah. There are plenty of places like this around the country, though.
Yeah.
It's
Did we
I don't know.
Did we talk about the roads too that hit the papers yesterday? Something we bitch about a lot. There's a part of the Long Island Expressway and the Cross Bronx Expressway in the New York area.
Oh yeah.
They're saying some of the worst bottlenecks in the entire country.
Yep.
And it's two roads, if you live in this area, you're well aware of. And it will cause heart attacks.
Yeah, your stress level goes up.
People are dying because of these roads.
Yeah.
And
How they do it every day, I
don't know.
imagine.
And this is, we bitch about these dumb politicians that take on the soft shit.
Yeah.
Violent video games. People are playing so many violent video games now, and you're not seeing anybody doing anything crazy. But you get the politicians every once in a while. They got to get their face on the news about the violent video games, and then you got these roadways that everyone is aware are just a complete nightmare, causing such stress that I guarantee people are having heart attacks and dying. And politicians, they know it's so complicated. They don't want to touch it. They just want to leave it the fuck alone.
And what do you do about that, though? There are some places you can't even expand the road.
But it's not an easy solution. But you owe it to the people paying taxes to make it a little easier. But they're not going to even try to make it easier for those people.
Because that, to me, is just
They're
beyond
saying
fixing.
I think there's a 13-mile stretch on the LIE there. It's the average is 52 minutes to get through it.
I blame the drivers, too, to a certain extent. People are so bad at wanting to get from point A to point B at a reasonable time. And they'll bitch about it, but they drive like fuck dick. I got in
How do you drive like a fuck dick?
Oh, God. Anyone who's in front of me is a fuck dick. I got in an argument with some idiot in that Volkswagen Rabbit. He wouldn't get out of my way, and I whip around him. And then I'm driving around cabs and everything, and finally,
Two different issues, by the way.
yeah,
because these roadways are like it's bumper to bumper, no matter when you go.
There's someone at the begining of the line that ain't fucking doing what they're supposed to be doing.
You think?
That's what I think.
So there's less room for error
stand it.
on those roads.
Yeah. Here's the other day. Here's what happened. I'm going across town, and I'm behind this guy in a Volkswagen Rabbit or whatever the fuck Jetta he's in, and I'm on his ass. Because I'm trying to make it through the next light, and he's fucking la-di-dying Like when I come up to a light, I'm looking at the fucking don't walk sign. If it's flashing, it's ready to turn red. I'm like, fuck, I got to get through this light.
All that shit.
And I want to make it through. And this guy's like, there's space in front of him. So I whip around him because he jammed on his brakes and pulled over. So I whip around him. I'm zigzagging through cabs and everything. I finally get to the Midtown Tunnel, kind of to the Midtown Tunnel. And this idiot pulls up next to me and rolls his window down and looks at me. So I roll my window down. I go, problem? I go, problem? What? He goes, you made it real far driving like that. And I go, you know why? I go, because I kept encountering assholes just like you in front of me. I go, they're all driving like you, like an asshole. And he's like, you were on my ass. He goes, if you would have hit me. I go, what if? I go, I didn't. I don't start getting into this. I go, if a meteor would have hit you, what would you do? Shut up. And he goes, oh, I'm going to tailgate you. I go, fine, I don't care. I'll step on my brakes like you did yours.
Was the finger itching? A little bit, right?
Are you kidding? Ready?
A little bit.
What do you look like?
He was actually some fucking Guido asshole.
Yeah, sounds like exactly.
Some Guido douchebag. And the thing that got me was when he rolled his window down, he just was looking at me with no expression on his face, with like a stare, like he's staring me down through my passenger window, like he was expecting me to just turn my head and not look at him. And I rolled my window down. I was like, what? What? You're driving like a fucking cunt, is what he was doing. Go through the fucking intersection when it's green.
How did it end?
Maybe the guy behind you. I called him an asshole. And then he revs his engine and takes off and goes into the right lane of the eastbound Midtown Tunnel, which made me laugh because you never go in the right lane
That's just
of the
dumb.
eastbound tube. No. So I went in the left lane, and he's stuck behind a garbage truck, and I slowly pull up next to him, and I went, ha, 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 I gave him a little wave, and
he
took
wave back?
off. No. He was so pissed. He's behind. Bravo! Bravo!
with nothing but smoke
Just
coming out of
soot,
these
smoke, garbage.
Garbage smell.
Oh, it was horrible.
little pieces of cement.
And I'm just fucking
Dripping out his
50 miles an
windshield.
hour. The tunnel to me looks like the launch tube from Battlestar Galactica.
Just flying out.
I'm out of there. Fuck him.
You bring up something really good, by the way, especially when you live in New York. You ever have the 10-second over-the-top someone could die argument at a light?
Yeah.
And then it's over, and then you both awkwardly just wait for the light to change for the last 50 seconds?
Yeah. You don't know what to do. We had our little argument.
You get this blast of, I'm going to fucking kill you.
Yeah.
He's yelling, you're yelling, oh yeah. And then it just ends.
Yeah.
And now you're awkwardly just waiting for the light to change.
Oh.
Because you can't really commit. You can't really just get out and what? You're going to have a fist fight now?
I was trying to get around a tractor trailer once and to get through a light. Tractor trailers in Manhattan are just fucking insane. So I'm trying to get around them, and I'm making my moves. I'm squeezing. I couldn't quite do it. I get stuck at a light. Now I'm next to him. Mm-hmm. He rolls his window down. I roll mine down. He goes, "What are you doing?" I go. Look, I just want to. I said I got to get out of this fucking city. I was just trying to get around you so I could fucking zoom through the lights.
A cop?
No, truck, big 18-wheeler.
But he called you out?
Yeah. I go. And he goes. He just went, I hear you. Like he just knew. Driving him in Manhattan, it just sucks.
It does.
It sucks. And I know it's local, but one more thing I wanted to address. The stretch of the Grand Central Parkway, it goes eastbound, but the westbound side from Jackie Robinson to the Expressway is probably the worst stretch of road for people that won't get out of the fucking way in any lane. Every lane, there's someone doing 20. And you're like, what am I?
And that's a complicated roadway, too, because every lane means something.
Yeah, right.
And people can't figure it out after years and years of driving that thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you think you're online for the Long Island... We're going real local.
Expressway, right.
You think you're online for the Long Island Expressway and realize it's just a bunch of dummies. And then you switch lanes and realize you got a clear shot right up to the fucking ramp.
To the fucking ramp. I know. I've done that so many times. The right lane people think they got to be in the right lane for that ramp and do like 5 miles an hour.
Right.
And then the next 2 lanes over, they're doing 10 miles an hour.
Right. And then you got the far left lane. That's for the people just, continuing.
But there, too,
but they all get confused. They don't know what lane to be in.
I know. And that, I think, is a cause of major traffic in this city. People that just
can't
drive.
You do know the Cross Bronx. clogs. That thing.
Oh, it's constantly
and
fucking
that's
clogged.
worse than the other one I said. It's
at any hour too.
I think it's 15 miles and it's over an hour average commute time. That means during obviously rush hour, it's way fucking.
How do you do that
every day?
I was behind one guy one time and we're driving and I pull up next to him and I'm like, where'd you get your license instead of a Cracker Jacks box?
What did he say?
What could he say?
What did he say? Well, you had him there.
What'd you expect him to say?
Oh, sorry, Chip. Chip's getting mad at me. I get scared when Chip gets mad.
Yeah.
All right. Jimmy's tape next.
I'm still looking at Avril Lavigne pictures.
I'm looking at this.
I'm such a creep.
This story about this fuck dad. I'll kill my son's murderer. If
Oh
he's
yeah,
released.
yeah. Did you fucking hear that?
It's fucking. It just. The fact, like, I'm kind of against the death penalty just because of the way it's set up, and I think poor
Can you
people
explain the
get it.
story though? Obviously, the headline says a lot.
You hope this father does it. It's like this fucking. The father of a 5-year-old boy. The kid was killed in 1975, and he has vowed to murder the guy who did it as aggressively and painfully as he killed my son if he's released. The guy told the radio. He said he blames himself because he accepted a plea deal, like a plea deal. It was intended to spare the kid's family the horrific details of his death. Like, I guess this guy ate the kid, like he fucking ate his flesh. I don't know if he did it while he was alive or if he killed him. And then, I don't know. I haven't read all the details. But the father said I was a coward about himself for accepting that deal, which would allow him to get out on early release with good behavior. So he's given 40 years. Which, why are you given 40 years when you kill a fucking 5-year-old?
It makes no fucking sense.
Disgusting.
And he tried to kill the reason they caught him for killing the 5-year-old is he tried to kill a 14-year-old, tried to strangle him. The 14-year-old got away and told his father. His father called the cops, and cops were investigating that crime, and they both turned each other and looked and went, "Holy shit, this could be the guy that killed that kid years ago."
How are you not just thrown in jail?
What the fuck's wrong with the
forever?
judicial system?
40 years you can get out after killing a 5-year-old.
40 years, by the way. He wound up. He's getting 12 years shaved off that sentence for good behavior.
And he wouldn't have, though, if they had not accepted that deal. So they did accept the deal. But why is it? How about this? It's forever.
Yeah.
Or if it's going to be 40 years, it's 40 years. Fuck the good behavior.
Right. Yeah.
At least
and he
you
was
know,
16 at the time. So you're talking.
He wasn't showing good behavior when he was
in his 40s,
trying to eat the kid after he killed him. It's disgusting what happens with that.
Yeah, good behavior in prison. Wow. You're supposed to be.
Right.
And there's the things in place to kind of keep you.
The guy was 16 when he did it.
Yeah.
The guy was 16 years old. He lured the kid into his house and stabbed him in the heart and then hid the small body in a trunk.
And who cares if there's bad behavior in prison? I
Yeah.
don't care.
Yeah. Oh, it's infuriating. Just fucking infuriating.
It's disgusting, dude.
They looked for this kid for 8 years.
8 years.
Shellacked the kid's bones.
Yeah. Yeah, the kid's bones like on his dresser. What a ghoul.
What a piece of fucking garbage.
Is the father in trouble for saying he'll kill?
No, I don't think the father cares.
Yeah, of course not, and that's fine.
I don't think he's concerned.
But then
and
all
I
of a
love
sudden-
what he's saying.
Yeah.
I love it. And I hope no jury would convict him. I hope they'd give him some kind of an emotional distress.
Yeah.
I love it. Here's the quote. I do intend, if this man is released anywhere in my vicinity, or if I can find him after the fact, I do intend to kill this man.
That's
Foreman
great.
added.
Oh, I love this guy.
I cannot think. I cannot sleep. All I think about is trying to find a way to get this man to kill him.
Let me tell you something. If you're in that scumbag's position in jail, that's really the last thing you want to hear. Is that a guy is that anyone who's that bent on murdering somebody?
Yeah. Because you know,
can do it.
and also you know, as a child murderer, this guy's no badass.
He's a coward.
He's a fucking faggot, pussy motherfucker.
It's like if you're willing to say that publicly, and all you think about is murdering this guy, and you don't care, you're going to kill him. In the line of fire where Malkovich was stalking the president, he said, "I'm willing to trade my life for his." Like even a guy on the president's level or like if you're willing to trade your life, you could get it done. And if you're willing to publicly say, I'm giving everything up to get this guy, you're fucking gonna get him.
If history has shown us anything.
Right, exactly.
How many years would the father get?
I don't know.
I know he doesn't care.
Yeah,
It
maybe
would be absolute premeditated murder.
he might go away forever.
At this point. But
Forever,
But
really.
you know what? The hell he's going through right now, prison would probably be like, well, at least I got to kill that motherfucker.
To know that this fat fucking twat who killed his son was dead would probably be enough for him.
Yeah.
And then he killed him.
It's like, oh, I'm in prison, so what? He'll probably get some mad fucking props in prison, too.
Yeah, he's a guy in jail, and I've never been there, but anybody who's been to prison maybe, but he seems like a guy that nobody in prison would bother.
Yeah, it's like,
if
hey,
they knew
look at
why
that.
he was there.
Good job. Good job, motherfucker.
But they say that the guy, you know, the kid killers don't do well in prison, man.
No.
Because even
he
the
probably
rest
hasn't.
Because even the rest of the guys in there all have families, so they understand it on that level. Like,
Rapists don't even do that well, supposedly, but these guys do worse.
Yeah, I hear the child murderers do. They have a tough fucking time in prison.
They should put them right in general population.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
protecting them.
That'd be great.
Why? We protect. We give them good behavior.
It's all lawyers. It's all
At
lawsuits.
the very least,
really
if you
is.
could go, all right, at least the guy got 40 years. It's some kind of victory. But that's not even good because now, like you said, it's down to 28 years, 29
He
years.
should never get out of jail, especially for attempting to murder the other one. Like, why isn't he going to jail? Maybe he should stay in jail for that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking despicable.
But then again, you know what? If these guys did so badly in jail, how did he survive 28 years?
Yeah.
Is there not one guy doing life plus 200 that could fucking take care of this problem?
Maybe he was in protective.
Of course he was.
Yeah.
How about some of you guys who are never getting out? A lot of you are very naughty men.
Yeah.
I mean, that happened one time in jail. Some guy who knew he was never getting out fucking killed the murderer of a 5-year-old girl, and the father thanked him and put money in his account. But it wasn't, they didn't know each other. He just rewarded him by putting money in his
That's what
fucking...
this guy should do. Go, look, whoever kills this fucker, I'll take care of your family as much as I can on the outside. Whoever you got left on the outside.
Liza.
What about Liza?
Wow.
Why is her
awful.
skin green?
They just showed a video of her. I swear they were filming her through a cinder block. It was, you could barely see her. It was really overexposed and very blurry.
She doesn't look good.
No.
She looks old.
Yeah, well, she is, I think.
Problem is, it gets to a point you can't dye your hair anymore.
That's a wig, isn't it?
I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
It's
She's
too
still got
dark
the-
for her face.
She still has those pointy bang things that she had in Arthur.
She's kind of royalty, though, isn't she? Like,
Royalty?
Is she like Liza?
She's
Gay guys
64.
love her, right?
Yeah, that's it. She was older.
She's got her
Gay
gaze.
guys love her, yeah. The gay.
The
And who's
geese.
that chick up top there? Is that a New Yorker that's in Idol or some shit?
Yeah. The girl.
She looks like the chick from Welcome to the Dollhouse. She really does.
God, this story annoyed me so much. Oh, look. This is a shock, too. Good.
You got the one?
Archdiocese of Philadelphia?
I was ready to go with it, man. It's I know this area, man. There's a new lawsuit that just popped in Philadelphia. And the Archdiocese of Philadelphia suspends 21 priests over sex abuse allegations. 21 more. The Archdiocese of Philadelphia suspended 21 priests on Tuesday after they were named in a grand jury report released last month that alleged sexual abuse. So these fuckers have been working for a really long time.
Of course.
21 more.
And how about
Why?
what?
21 more.
How about what you do is, if it's revealed that anybody in this shitty Catholic Church organization knowingly in a position of power kept someone who was a pedophile on, how about they lose their tax-exempt status?
Oh, that's a good one.
How about that? How about we have been enough with the fucking church protecting these fucking people and moving them around just because they don't want to lose their clout?
We might as well tax child molestation.
I couldn't agree more.
Raise some money.
But you know what I mean? It's like, I'm
Yes.
sick and fucking tired of the church just paying because they have the money. And it's like, and they just keep moving these guys. I'm sick of my indignation too. Shut up.
No.
Shut up, Jim.
It's good.
But what big risk I'm taking? Molesters are bad. News at 6. Yeah, bye-bye.
It's gotten to the point. brought up Catholic. Every time I see a priest, I'm convinced they had to have touched a kid somewhere in their career.
Don't you
That's
think
how
that
bad
when
this
you
has
see it?
gotten.
Yeah.
I have no respect for any of them when I see them. Usually
I
I'd
don't
be like,
trust not a one.
Clergy.
Not a one at this point.
But you know,
and it's too bad because I'm sure there were guys that did the right thing.
but you'd see them and you'd always go, hello,
I
Father.
took him to dinner first or something.
Yeah,
But, you know,
yeah. Took him out for
Father.
ice cream.
right.
You helping old altar boy, Father?
Father.
The Exorcist, that was horrifying.
Here's the story. Cardinal Justin Regali, the Archbishop of Philly, said the priests have been removed from ministry while their cases are reviewed. These have been difficult weeks since the release of the grand jury report. Difficult most of all for victims of sexual abuse, but also for all the Catholics and for everyone in our community. The grand jury investigation spanned 2 years and resulted in charges against 2 priests, a former priest and a Catholic school teacher. They stand accused of raping young boys. Reported the AP. A former high-ranking church official was also accused of transferring problem priests to new parishes without warning anyone of prior sex abuse complaints.
There you go.
At the very least, you can't tell the people in the new area that this guy was touching kids. Are you kidding me?
That is what they've been
That's
doing
disgusting.
forever.
Forever.
I fucking, as much as I'm annoyed with radical Islam for their shit, I am fucking completely fed up with the Catholic Church.
The protection they have given these people over the years.
It's sickening.
It's amazing when they find out they've been molesting children. They just, we'll switch your location.
And the story ends with a bloody blah. That's what I like to call these. Here's the bloody blah in this
Bloody
story.
blah?
I wish to express again my sorrow for the sexual abuse of minors committed by any members of the church, especially clergy, said Regali. I am truly sorry for the harm done to the victims of sexual abuse as well as to the members of our community who suffer as a result of this great evil crime. And that's why bloody blah, because that's all you hear.
Blah.
Bloody blah.
How about some harsh words? And how about the Pope comes out wearing whatever red slippers he's wearing for the day? And instead of, giving the apology, how about he comes out continually talking about this and really harshly how about he does that instead of sticking his fucking face in everybody's world affair business?
Yep.
How about he takes, instead of watching those wonderful Cirque du Soleil like male dancers with no shirt, he remove his red slippers or whatever slippers he has on and begins really harshly and aggressively demanding fucking harsh and horrible punishments for these people.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to see that. Look at his
Fucking
red.
annoying.
Look at his red slippers.
How about he takes off his red shoes? They should be. How about his fucking Wizard of Oz? Hey, Dorothy.
really,
Hey, fucking Dorothy. How about you address this instead of just riding around, sticking your face in everybody's business?
His shoes, he looks like he should be saying, "Why didn't you call me, Tony? You didn't call me."
I wasn't sure how far I wanted to go with this, but my wife's checking in.
Ooh.
I know this story very well, by the way. It was her church, her family's church. Okay?
Ah, jeez.
The priest was sent to our church, this are her words, after he was caught diddling. And then diddled at our church.
Oh, boy.
It's fucking disgusting. Yeah,
And he's still...
So the priest entered her church, and no one knew, obviously. But he was diddling somewhere else. That's why he ended up in their church. Yeah, it's well known. This story is well known in the community I hang out in Philly. Well known.
What a ghoul.
I bet he held penises and balls in his mouth and just made that noise. Fucking creep.
So
Just creeps.
What is
Fucking
that?
organization of creeps. The whole church, they're fucking creeps.
look, they're showing a priest on TV right now. I'm thinking, he had to touch somebody.
You look at him, you're
That's
like,
what I think now.
big
Every fucking
Big
time.
fat
Red face.
bloated alcohol face.
I'm just tired of the whole organization. How fucking the Pope with his arms up, it looks like he's fucking doing the Macarena.
Yeah.
And his white robe dress and his fucking red shoes. I've had enough of him.
And I don't even know how to describe the guy next to him.
Gayer looking.
Yeah, I don't even like talking to priests at
I
all.
can't stomach them. I cannot stomach them because to me, even if they're not molesters, they're just like gang members who didn't happen to shoot anybody.
I had a christening recently. I was 2 feet away from a priest or I don't know, clergy, whatever he was, and I didn't want to talk to the guy. I'm like, no, we'll keep our distance. And he might even be a really nice guy, but you know what? Sorry, not going to take the chance.
I think to enter the church, you got to There's got to be something going on.
Yeah,
Right.
because you
Sorry.
still got the poison inside you.
Sorry, there's got to just be something going on in there that you are so troubled that you are looking for something else.
Do you think
whether it's denial of
Right.
what you're liking, the guilt? There's some major problem that makes you want to sacrifice so much. I don't get it.
I just and this doesn't really apply to nuns because I just don't think that women are the sexual predators that men are.
Right? Yeah.
They're just not.
I think the nuns are just fucking. From what I heard, every time you hear nuns from school and stuff, they're just nasty, fucking power hungry, crazy bitches.
The whole organization. I cannot look at anybody in the hierarchy of the church and have any respect for them. None. And I mean all the way up to the Pope. No respect for any of them or their morality or what they're doing.
Lack thereof.
Just how they handled it. I mean, they, to move these guys around. Well, what were they thinking? That they were going to be cured if they moved them to another fucking church?
Yeah.
No, they were thinking they didn't care the kids were being fucked in the ass. Like, how about, instead of them trying to make Pope John Paul II a saint, how about they fucking vilify his memory for not addressing this or not doing anything about it? That's a real saintly guy. Like, what miracles did he perform? He made a kid's memories disappear by allowing a priest to be transferred to his district?
Yeah.
All right, enough of my self-righteous shit. Boring myself. Forget it, Jim. They're bad. Fucking dullard.
And a Don Wickland update.
How is she?
Oh. How is she?
Speaking of awful outfits like the Pope. You know who Wiki reminds me before you read that? The guy in Apocalypse Now who brought the dancers to the when they were all dancing and he just clapped his hands and he gave the thumbs up and dropped the flares.
Yeah, drop the flares.
That's
and
what
goes,
he reminds me
Getting
of.
out of here.
That awful pleather jacket.
He writes, ain't that some shit? I'm on my way to New York today, and I get hit with a shitload of emails and texts all of a sudden. Thanks for the props. That's awesome of you guys. Hopefully, we'll see you in a few. See, he still works here.
Let's not hope so.
He's in Washington. We're up here, though.
But he was good. And I couldn't believe that was Wickland singing that well.
No.
I'll step out of character. That motherfucker was a soldier for us.
He was a good guy.
We love making fun of him because it's so fucking easy, but he was a soldier.
Yeah. Piece of cake.
All right, Jimmy's tape next.
Yes,
Please.
Jimmy has to tinkle.
That fucking
better.
priest story, though.
It's just going to annoy me all day.
Because it's just innocent fucking kids that are pushed into the church.
Oh, I thought you meant the blabbermouth. Yeah.
Just innocence.
Yeah.
Taken away from them.
Someone's got to do it.
I know. If it's not him, it'll be Ant in 5 years.
5.
When they're almost legal, right? Depending on the state.
That's right.
You know, I think
your local laws.
everybody needs to relax and take a deep breath. Stop judging everybody.
Good suggestion there, Uncle Paul.
You don't know all the facts till they come out.
Why the anger?
Because I've been accused falsely.
Falsely. How many times?
37.
37 false times?
A bunch of liars. Oh, he was cupping my private area, putting saliva in his hand and going,
Saliva.
sugar, sugar.
Oh, God.
I was not. My hands are naturally clammy due to my diabetes medication. He stole something. I was checking him.
You check a lot of people that you believe are thieves.
Yes, I
You ever
do.
find any stolen goods?
No, they're all so clever. I hate thievery. I don't like when people steal.
Yeah, because you keep checking these young children for stolen goods, and they never steal anything.
Yeah, they're always hiding stuff, telling tall tales out of class. Whatever happened to keep it quiet?
They can't keep secrets, those kids.
Nobody keeps secrets no more.
37.
No, I'm 57.
No, I mean
years old.
37
Accusations.
false accusations.
False ones, yeah. There's been some other times the damn judges had it out for me.
Oh, really?
Mr. Hoggis, we found things on your computer. Who put them there? I didn't. I deleted everything.
Oh.
I didn't know you had to empty your trash.
Just pulls him to the trash. Leaves his illegal pornography in the trash.
I would name them weird things, too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like,
Hoppity Scotch. That was the name of the folder.
No one's going to find that one.
That's what I thought. It's the first one they went to.
Uppity Scotch. What a bad folder name.
I didn't think they would know. I would
Yeah.
put the number 5 and then Y/O after it. Them cops are good. They do that. They really did some investigating.
Y-O.
I would use code words.
Not very good, though.
I didn't know.
Not very good code.
I don't understand computers.
Y-O. Oh, shit.
What happened to a man's right to privacy?
Yeah.
I was doing research.
It worked for Pete Townsend. I don't think it works for Paul Hargis.
Yeah, I told him I wanted to see how much of my own cum I could pull out in one afternoon.
Jesus.
With your normally clammy hands from your diabetes medicine.
The answer was a lot. The one, holy mackerel, that jump rope video got me crazy.
Did you label the folder Jumpy Ropey?
No, I put it JR and then parentheses 2-8YO.
2-8YO.
That wasn't how many, that was the age range.
Ah, fuck, man.
Fucking great.
Jimmy. You're
Jimmy's
so
going to be.
awful.
Oh,
Jimmy's gonna
Paul.
Be, I mean, yeah, Uncle Paul's going to make an appearance at Cobb's, I believe.
yeah, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. San Francisco, they're much more understanding.
Yeah, they are.
Not about that, though.
Did you name Jimmy's CD too? Despicable?
I don't like that name. I've been yelled at that. People yelled at me when I was walking into the courtroom.
Despicable?
You're despicable. They would yelled at me one time in the park.
Wow, really?
I was in the restroom collecting urine samples
For
in a
what?
cup.
For what?
Huh?
For
To
what?
see if anybody was eating too much candy. Dr. Steve, my file trade partner, told me you can check for sugar that way.
Take that, stupid.
Yeah, he's always talking about seepage. He said, Paul, we gotta get some seepage. I said, shut up. I'll punch your glasses off.
Shut up and send that zip file.
Yeah, quiet and zip it up. He would always check everybody's prostate.
That's what he does.
Yeah.
He's good at that.
Got to make sure you're safe. Uncle.
Yeah.
I kept trying to get me a job in your office. I said, it's a gold mine in there.
Not a pediatrician.
Who's pediatrician? He's lucky, that guy. He gets the best gig.
Uncle Paul, a lot of people
2-8YO.
saying you haven't had a birthday in a while, that you've been 57.
Yeah, tell them they're lying. They don't know nothing.
Okay.
I'll be 58 in March.
Oh.
We're in March.
I know.
What day?
In March the 18th. 57 years young. Age is only a number.
That's
Nice.
right. You're as young as you feel.
That's right.
Or
Or whoever you're feeling.
Yes, that's young, right?
Yeah, it sure is.
That Uncle Paul.
Cribs.
Whew.
Jesus.
I saw MTV Cribs. I was so disappointed. Thought it was pornography. Who are these? Who are all these blacks with fancy cars? I don't know who this is. Snooping doggies. Oh, they got the guns. What are they doing? Wouldn't have happened when I was young.
No, huh?
Yeah. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah, why don't you go pee-pee?
We'll play Jim Norton's embarrassing tape next.
Yes, I want to hear that.
And going to break, I think Bill Burr does a little something on going to church.
Ah.
Want to hear this?
Sure.
All right.
Realize, man, I've been real empty lately. I never go to church, man. I gotta be honest, I hate church. I always couldn't stand it when I was growing up. Yeah, there's a couple other people going to hell with me. Yeah, there you go. No. You know what it is? I grew up Catholic. I used to sit there in the crowd, listening to the priest. The priests, they were like preaching. They didn't even sound like they believed it. They'd just be up there. This is the gospel, according to Luke. All right. I'm not saying it happened. I'm not saying it didn't happen, all right? I'm just saying what Luke said. Now, according to Luke, the dude got out of the boat. He started walking across the water. It sounded crazy to me. I don't know if he was a drinker. You know, don't get mad at me. I'm just repeating what Luke said. No, I definitely believe in a higher power, but I think when people just get too into religion, they get crazy. Like, I like people when they get so into it that they actually like argue like what color Jesus is. You know what I mean? Which is hilarious. That's like one of the most unholy things you could ever do, right? They'll sit there and be like, you know, Jesus, he's for everybody, rich people, poor people. He doesn't care. He's just a great spirit. Everything's great. Oh yeah, what color is he? He's white. He looks like me. We're not chosen people, you know. Or some of my black friends try to convince me that Jesus was black. You know, he had that nappy hair, all this stuff, you know. It's the dumbest thing to argue about. I really don't give a shit what color Jesus is. I just don't want him to be mad at me when he comes back. That's my deal. I don't care what he is. When he comes back on that 7-headed horse, chopping people's heads off, whatever the hell it is. I just want when he rides by me, you know, just give me one of these. Make me feel good about my life, you know?
Robin,